Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here today with our Friday Review podcast. This is one of my favorite shows of the week, and today I hope will be a great one for you. This is episode 2597. I'll be going through a ton of research today. I'll be going through an amazing product review that now that I've owned it for, well, about 4 years or so, maybe even 5, I can give you a really good update on that and all the different, I would say, nuances and improvements the company has made. And again, some additional amazing research that we'll hopefully have time to get to, which is on population obesity and how that affects overall aging, plus the sweet spot basically for weight in terms of lifespan. So looking forward to sharing that. I'll probably do a whole show on it as well. And then I've got a great one, and it's just going to be a taste today because I'm going to turn it into a full show, but it's actually called Chinese Medical Nutrition Therapy, where they had an unbelievable breakthrough with type 2 diabetes reversal. So lots to come on the show. I always give you an update to get started. So let's get started with that update. So what is going on with the with the great state of our virtual-based practice, and I always give you some personal updates there as well. I've got some great ones, but in life there is always those ebbs and flows, and I've got a little bit to be honest with you of a sad one, and I'm going to share that next week on the podcast. So stay tuned for that. It's a little bittersweet giving this podcast or doing that podcast next week, but I want to be able to give a tribute and to just talk in general about beating the odds and all sorts of, hopefully tips that come from that. So stay tuned for that. That will hopefully be next week. I'll be recording that. This month going on at Ayubone, and just making sure that you are always tuning into the Ayubone by EquiLife app. And that is because it's essentially free for everybody. Everybody can download it. And you can use the Learn section. You can use so much within the app. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And for those people that are Ayubone members, which is essentially free as well, it's any subscription that qualifies over at EquiLife. You get online fitness workouts. You get kickboxing workouts. You get meditations. You get Pilates. You get yoga. You get stretching. You get cardio workouts. You get interval workouts. You have binaural beats. You've got stress reduction. You get access to all of our protocols, how they're written out. You've got literally the best of the best AI-based nutritional plans based on wellness, weight loss, weight gain, or longevity. You've got access to your lab portal with all your different labs in it if you run labs, a Learn section, and so much more. So it's absolutely incredible. And I just want to make sure more and more people know about it. We've had over 250,000 people use the app, which is pretty incredible. But I want to make sure that on a regular basis, you're going in, you're checking it out, and every single month seeing all the new additions to it. Again, like if you haven't checked out all the different meditations and binaural beats and sleep-based protocols in there, it's incredible. So it's called Ayubone by EquiLife, and you can just search on the App Store or the Android Store or whatever it's called, Google Store. And it's Ayubone, and it's AYUBOWAN. I can link it up today at stephencabral.com/2597. I mean, again, it's free for most people. And what I want you to do, though, is you can actually just go to stephencabral.com/Ayubone. I'll link that up at the show notes here today, and that will share with you how to download that for yourself. Absolutely incredible. And each month now I'll be giving updates as to what's going on inside of the app, as well as like all the different freebies that we are adding on a daily or monthly basis, and the expert series, which will be coming over the next couple of months. That exclusive inside of the app will be doing an actual meeting with a world-renowned expert. Celebrity chefs will be working with the best of the best in terms of breath work, meditation, even experts in psychedelics that you might want to learn more about. Hey, what is this all about? Psilocybin and the tens of millions of dollars that go into research on that, on depression, PTSD, all sorts of amazing things. So again, more to come on that. Stay tuned, and it's this amazing living, growing community inside of there, and it's a really nice addition to CabralSupportGroup.com, another free group that we just give you then a lot of the tips on how to do these things. All right, the last one is, and I can't wait, every single March I head off to vacation for a week, sometimes two, with my family, and this year is no different. My girls only get 1 week off this year in March. It's like 8-9 days. So we're gonna take advantage of that. Really, it's always a nice time when you kind of just relax, get together as a family, kind of reconnect. It's just 24 hours a day, which is good and bad, of course, with kids, but it's gonna be a great time. And so we're gonna have some fun in the sun, get some vitamin D, kind of wind down, relax, and just ensure that, again, you're always staying balanced, that you're always, you can't do it all the time, 24 hours a day, but you try to tip back more towards the family during this time, and then you might come back to work a little bit, and then more to the family. And you do the best that you can when you have kids, and even just, spouse, to be able to make sure that you're connected, that you're in tune to one another, and that you're really spending some great quality time. So looking forward to sharing some of those stories, hopefully on Instagram as well. All right, so let's move on now. What's going on over at EquiLife? Well, I've actually been meaning to bring this to you for a while. There's 2 products that people should just look into. And again, when I bring this to you, it's really important you have to understand is that I could not care less if you decide to purchase your nutritional supplements from the company that I formulate for EquiLife. Now, I would love you too, because I use third-party certifications. We are in an FDA facility. It does NSF testing. It's GMP, right? So it's the highest level of testing. They're clean, and I know that they're safe for your family. But the bottom line is this: I open source everything I do in my practice. So if you go to StephenCabral.com/shop, you'll see all of the labs. You will see all of the supplements. You'll see all the protocols. You'll see exactly how to dose them, everything. And so it's all there. So if you just want to look at the ingredients, that's fantastic. And then you can look elsewhere if you choose to. That's totally up to you. But what I want you to do is check out 2 products. One is Hist Pro. It is a game-changing product for this individual, if this sounds like you. Someone who's basically sensitive to everything. Sensitive to foods, sensitive to the outside environment, allergies, mold, parasites even, skin rashes, headaches, migraines. Check out Hist Pro. It is a product I started using myself. Well, I had to get all the ingredients. It wasn't this product. Hist Pro hasn't been around. Maybe it's been around 6 years now. But before that, I had to gather all these ingredients. Today is not about Hist Pro, but I would definitely recommend checking that product out if you have those symptoms. I use it every single day. I use 3 capsules a day. Okay, so Cell Boost, though, is the product I want to talk with you about here today. So Cell Boost is, in my opinion, a game-changing industry product for longevity that almost nobody knows about. And that's because EquiLife is not a marketing-based company. It's a functional medicine-based company. So we do our best, but we're not a marketing-based company. And we just don't have the millions of dollars in ad budget that companies spend, right? But here's the thing. And I want you to legitimately do a side-by-side on this product. By the way, the product's free this week, so I just want to share that with you. But I want you to know why I am so adamant and passionate about people looking into this product. It contains alpha-lipoic acid. Not a little bit, 300 milligrams. Type into Google alpha-lipoic acid as and again, I'm not providing any medical advice, medical treatment plans, medical diagnosis, or medical cures in this podcast. And I'm not saying that about Cell Boost. Look up alpha-lipoic acid for regulating blood sugar. Astragalus root, 300 milligrams. Look at astragalus for longevity, for mitochondrial health. L-carnitine hydrochloride. Look at that in terms of brain cognition as well as mitochondrial health. Coenzyme Q10, 100 milligrams, right? 100 milligrams. Check that out for heart health and mitochondria. Trimethylglycine, that stands for that's TMG, and it stands for trimethylglycine. That is a methyl donor. That enables you to use a product like I'm going to talk about at the end, which boosts ATP levels, energy levels, DNA replication. And the TMG gives you the methyl donors to be able to not wear those out in the body as you're using this nutrient that's become so popular. PQQ. So PQQ is one of the top ingredients right now for creating more mitochondria in your cell. Why does that matter? The more mitochondria you have, the more energy you will be able to produce. Walking up the flight of stairs will be easier. Exercise will be easier. Moving around will be easier. You'll have less brain fog, all of those things. Quercetin, 50 milligrams in their amazing product. I use this along with the Hispro, which has even more quercetin. Resveratrol, it's the transresveratrol form and has 150 milligrams, which is the recommended. And that is going to help with what? Sirtuins. So SIRT1 and others that promote longevity. And the last one is nicotinamide mononucleotide, 125 milligrams, the same product that they're looking into banning. Why? They want to turn it into a pharmaceutical because they know that it works so well. NMN helps with, again, DNA replication, overall aging process, energy, ATP production, producing more NAD in the body. So you look up this product, look up the ingredients, do a side-by-side. You will not find even a combination of products that sells for less than $150. This product is less than half of that, and you can get a bottle completely free today at StephenCabral.com/shop. But again, you don't even have to take advantage of the free offer. All qualifying orders, it ships around the world with that. Qualifying orders over at StephenCabral.com/shop while supplies last. I do have to state that. You can do 1 or 2 servings a day. It's only 2 capsules. You can do 2 servings a day. Take it in the morning. So here's the thing though. What I mean by open source in health is this. All the information is there. We've done the research for you, myself and the formulating team, the scientists. Check it out. This product works. I've been using this now for over 3 years. I used to have to use multiple products, and I built it for people like me who want to maximize energy during the day, brain function to be able to work throughout the day, and still have energy for your family, your friends, and everything else at night and weekends as well. So great product for anti-aging. It's part of our longevity line, and it's called Cell Boost. All right, let's get into the recap before our product review and research this week. Podcast recap. I love this show. This was episode 2593, Success Leaves Clues. It's one of my favorite lines of all times. Of all time. Like, that's it. It's because it doesn't matter your goal. It could be body transformation. It could be weight loss. It could be muscle gain. It could be health. It could be autoimmune issues, relationships, spirituality. It could be career, finance. There is a blueprint out there for you on how people have achieved success in that area. But I also talk in this show, there's also a blueprint of how not to achieve success in those areas. And unfortunately, many of us are following that blueprint unknowingly. So I go through all of that. I love being able to do these mindset and motivation shows. Hopefully you tuned into that show. That was episode 2593. 2494 was, what is brain fog? And meaning, what are the symptoms? And then why is it caused? Like, what causes it? So we go through all that and, of course, what to do about it. 2595 was emotional eating. So basically 5 tips to really take control of emotional eating. Episode 96, that was Thursday's show, is building better exercise habits that you can actually enjoy, that you'll stick with and get results from. And that brings us to the present. 2597 is today's show. Head on over there for links, especially to this new upcoming product review right now. So before we get to it, I want to share with you this. This is important because there's 3 main things that we need to do, like 3 main things that we need to do in order to prevent cancer, Alzheimer's, and all major forms of disease. Okay, here's how we do it. Like there's a lot to look at. But we need to control 3 main things first. Before you even get deep into heavy metals in the body or parasites, all those things are important to look at, and they will throw off your immune system. There's no doubt about it. But here's what we need to look at. First, the food that we eat. Are we trying to purchase the clean 15 and dirty dozen? Meaning, like, are you looking at pesticide levels on your food? And if you can't buy all organic, it's actually okay. If you can't, you do your best. But the dirty dozen, you always purchase organic. In the clean 15, you can purchase non-organic if needed. And if you don't know what that is, just go to StephenCabral.com/podcasts. Just type in clean 15 or dirty dozen or both, and you'll find the podcast on that. It takes until about, this month or next month, where every year it's updated, but it's always very similar. So definitely check that out. Okay, so up next, what I want to share with you is beyond the food that you eat, it is the air that you breathe. Now, why does the air that you breathe matter? Well, it's very similar, or before we even get to that, because I want to go deep on that today. So I really want to talk about that. So it's the water you drink, right? The food that you eat, the water that you drink. Why? Well, if you don't know about tap water yet, it's loaded with chlorine, fluoride. Again, believe what you want about fluoride in your teeth, but for sure, nobody should be swallowing fluoride. Never, like swallowing fluoride in no way, shape, or form will help your teeth. No way, shape, or form. And it will actually most likely lower your thyroid and hurt your gut as well as your immune system. Okay, so we just have those two. But what about then lead in water or aluminum in water or other VOCs in water? Really important to look at that, right? So we try to buy clean food. We try to use a water filter. And I've recommended many water filters before. If you want to find them, they're at stephencabral.com/resources. But then the last one's the air we breathe. I've also recommended lots of air filters for the home. Again, those are at stephencabral.com/resources. I do the research for you, but that doesn't mean you can't also do it for yourself. And I always recommend being a health advocate for yourself and your family as well. But the air that we breathe is oftentimes the one that we think least about. And the reason is like, well, you look around and the air is pretty clean. Like it looks clean, right? Just kind of, but like the water looks clean as well. And your food, your raspberries look clean, but the problem is if they're sprayed with pesticides, you can't really see the pesticides. You can test for it for sure, but you can't see it. A lot like that with the air that we breathe. So I always ask people, listen, get an air filter if you can. But if not, I always say concentrate on the room of your house that you spend the most time in. And people always think about their living room and kitchen. And I would say to you, I get it, and I understand why you would think that, but the most important room for EMFs and air quality is actually your bedroom. And the reason we don't think about that is because we're unconscious most of the time we're in our bedroom, right? So for 8 hours a night, hopefully you're sleeping. Well, that's 1/3 of your life, right? 1/3 of your life, you are in that bedroom. Most of it unconscious. So what I want you to think about is this. The bedroom for you and your kids should be the primary concern of getting good, clean air quality. That's my number one. I always try to say, like, let's go down to brass tacks. What can we do first? Let's use first principles, foundational-based thinking. If we can only do one thing, what's the one thing we would do? Clean up the air in our bedroom. Where again, we're sleeping. Our breath rate may even increase at night, depending on position of the head, all those different things. So that's what I look at. And the number one thing then for toxicity in the bedroom, believe it or not, is your mattress. It's the number one. And I wanted to actually share with you a research study before I give you a great product review here today. All right, so I'm going to link up this study. This is one of many studies, and I can actually just read it to you. It's called Respiratory Toxicity of Mattress Emissions. I'll link it up for you. The emissions of 4 mattresses caused various combinations of upper airways irritation. Lower airways irritation, so basically sensory irritation, and then pulmonary would just mean lungs, and decreases in mid-expiratory airflow velocity. That means how well you're breathing, air in, air out. At peak effect, a traditional mattress, wire springs, and fiber padding cause sensory irritation in 57% of breaths, pulmonary irritation in 23% of breaths, and airflow decrease in 11% of breaths. So basically, they're just sharing with you, typical mattress with wire springs, all those different things causes an issue with 57% of breaths. Okay, so most breaths. All mattresses caused pulmonary irritation as shown by 17 to 23% of breaths at peak. The largest airflow decrease, affecting 26% of breaths, occurred with a polyurethane foam padded cover with vinyl. And what are most conventional mattresses made with? Polyurethane foam. Those memory foam things? Well, there's healthier versions, and then there's the regular version, which is polyurethane. You can actually, when you first get it, there's a little scent to it. And that polyurethane foam often is made, or it has vinyl as well. These things, they off-gas predominantly in the beginning, but they off-gas for life. Like most vinyl off-gas is for life. Now, here's interesting what they said about the study. So basically, conventional mattresses cause irritation in the upper airways in the chest, the lower ones in the lungs, and then it messes with your breath rate, essentially. Okay, here's a really interesting one. This is from the same study. organic cotton padding caused very different effects, evidenced by increases in both respiratory rate and tidal volume. And authors used gas chromatography and mass of the polyurethane foam mattresses. Some mattresses emitted mixtures of volatile chemicals that had the potential to cause respiratory tract irritation and decrease airflow velocity. All right, so organic cotton improved breath rate. All of the other ones decreased it and caused irritation in the airways. So when they said there was a marked change in basically breath rate, improved with organic, no off-gassing, decrease in others. Now, this study needs to go deeper. They need to look at organic mattresses without glue adhesives as well. And they did not look at this one yet. So I'd love to see more of that research in the future. But I actually want to share with you exactly what to look for in a mattress and then give you my recommendation. So the first thing is this. So think about this though. When you're sleeping, if your mattress is not organic or it uses glues, different adhesives, you're going to be breathing in those vapors when you sleep. Those vapors create irritations in the sinus or the sinonasal cavity or the chest or lung pulmonary cavities or tracts, and that irritation causes inflammation. So just understand that it absolutely does affect inflammation in the body, and your body, meaning your liver, then has to detox those VOCs. VOCs are short for volatile organic compounds, the same essential poisons that can be in water. They are gases that can come from agriculture, conventional-based farming, etc. Bottom line is they are toxic to the human body and they can cause cancer at higher levels or accumulated chronic levels. And you can check that out. So here's what I look for. I look for organic cotton and or latex, especially if you're doing a vegan mattress. You're going to be looking for organic latex, and that's a GOTS certification. All right. So that's a certification for global organic latex and cotton. All right. Really important that you look for the GOTS certification. Wool is another one. You want to look for organic wool. Why wool? Wool is naturally antimicrobial. It is naturally balancing in terms of temperature for your body. And it is one of the cleanest, safest mattress materials. Another great certification to look for is called the Green Guard Gold certification by the UL Environment. All right. So that's another one, Green Guard Gold certification besides the GOTS. I also look for no harmful glue adhesives. That's important. All right. So you're always looking for water-based. You are not looking for harmful glue adhesives. You can go either way with this. So coils in the mattress can absolutely be a beacon for EMFs. So if you keep your phone in the bedroom or you have Wi-Fi based devices in the bedroom, not good, because that can cause increases in EMFs that you are sleeping on. So either go no coils or go individually wrapped coils, and a company will tell you specifically if they're doing that. You also want formaldehyde free. This one's crucial. Make sure that your mattress is formaldehyde free. You do not want to be breathing in formaldehyde. It is toxic. It is poisonous to the body. And then ideally, if you can get a sustainably sourced one, you want sustainably sourced as well for the environment. That is what to look for in a non-toxic mattress. The mattress that I've been using now for over 4 years is called the Avocado Green Mattress. So it's a great name actually for a company. The Avocado Green Mattress, I looked into them about 5 years ago. I purchased one, around 4 or 5 years ago when I was doing all of my research. And I've purchased multiple mattresses since then. I want to let you know that no other company has not only stayed in business over those 5 years, but actually become an industry leading standard. Avocado Mattress now, you could say, 5 years ago, they were neck and neck with other companies. There's no one even close now. They own their own farms in India. They own their own farms in Guatemala. They source everything organic. They have it all shipped to the United States. It's manufactured in the United States. There's no glues, there's no adhesives, there's no formaldehyde. They have all the third-party certifications. They actually show all their awards and certifications, the third-party research, right in their website. So it is one of those companies that I've really stuck with, that I have been watching them as well, because it's not like you need a new mattress every year, right? But when it's time for a new mattress, or ideally if you're sleeping on a toxic one, you upgrade. It's one of the most important things you can do. Like, you have to clean up your bedroom first. You're spending all your time there. So it's an investment that I'm happy that I made for myself, my wife, and then of course my daughters as well. Avocado has also grown tremendously over the last 5 years. They have pillows now, they have bedding, they have a lot of different clean-based products. And we have their pillows and we have their mattress, and couldn't be happier. Honestly, it is a bed that not only is non-toxic, I tell people, but it's extremely comfortable. So that's the thing. It's like, the benefit that I wanted is the non-toxic bed. But the benefit was, the big added benefit was that it's actually comfortable. I fall asleep quickly. I wake up, there's less wake ups during the night, and I have no pain in my lower back, hips, anything like that when I wake up in the morning. So great product, like perfect balance of firmness and pillow top on it. And I'm a big advocate, I really am. So what I wanted to do for you is basically share that it's been 4 years, almost 5 years of using this mattress. This summer actually will be 5. And I don't see anybody that comes close. So people ask me all the time, who am I recommending for a mattress? Without a doubt, it's the Avocado Mattress. They do so much in the industry, and I love being able to promote industry leaders. So highly recommend it. I believe that we've reached out to them. My team did let them know that we were doing a podcast review. I'm sure, and I hope that we do have a discount code for you. If you'd like to make the investment in a non-toxic mattress that's safe for you, for your family, head on over to stevencabral.com/2597. We will add the discount code. They typically do it for a certain period of time, so while supplies last. And again, I absolutely recommend checking them out, checking out their research, and what a non-toxic mattress actually looks like. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. I'll also link up the research that I was just stating as well. And I'll probably link up one on children or infants and mattress toxicity, because most kids' beds and infants especially, they come with flame retardants, which I think is, I understand why they do it, but a flame retardant sprayed mattress is so toxic, especially for children where they can't detox as well. All right. So again, stevencabral.com/2597. We, as I thought after giving that review, because I really want to do a thorough review, because I get asked so much about what mattress, because it's an investment. What mattress should I get? That's the one, like Avocado for sure. So here's what I want to do, and I'm going to do a follow-up. I'll do a full podcast on this, as well as the intermittent fasting, but I just wanted to share this with you, and I feel it's really important. And so I'll do a whole podcast on it, but it's so crucial. I want to make this statement because I talk a lot about weight loss. I really do. And it's because I've been in the weight loss, body transformation, health industry now for about 25 years. And we have to stop making it about body transformation. Like, I know so the reason we say body transformation is because it's what a lot of people want. Like, it's their goal, right? A lot of people want to lose weight. So there's nothing wrong with that. What I want to focus though on, let's focus on losing the weight to improve health span and lifespan, and not just for maybe vanity-based metrics. And the reason why I state that is because here's what the research shows. Obesity, here's the latest study. Obesity may increase the risk of death by 91%. 91%. It's as bad as smoking or anything else. And it is something that we can work on and should work on, especially as health professionals. So what I want to do is I want to do my best in the industry. I'm not perfect by any means, but really begin to share with people. I know that we want to talk about body positivity, and I'm actually all for that, because I've studied Ayurveda forever. There's no one perfect body type. So you should love your body. There's no doubt about it. But there is a range for a healthy body weight. Not about vanity, but a healthy body weight. And we really need to start to get back there as a culture. And that's because overweight and obesity is not on the decline. It's only on the incline. And there's nothing that's going to stop that. There really isn't, unless we do, right? Unless we change the way that we view our overall health. And so I want to talk more about that. But again, latest research is now showing obesity may increase risk of death by 91%. So it's an incredible number to really talk about. I want to do more about it. We'll have many more shows on this, and I'll also be talking about the Chinese medical nutrition therapy that I just spoke about. We'll be talking much more about that on upcoming shows. All right, stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your weekend and tune in tomorrow for the start of our Cabral House Calls, where I answer our community's questions each and every weekend. All right, take care, everybody. Before you go, I wanted to share a personal story with you. The real reason I began to get well finally is because I figured out what was wrong with me. And that might seem pretty obvious, but I went from doctor to doctor for over 2 years before discovering at-home functional medicine lab testing. These are the labs that enabled me to finally figure out what was wrong with my hormones, blood sugar, electrolytes, and gut health. And once I knew what was wrong, I could then follow a proven plan in order to rebalance my body from the inside out. This is why I believe so strongly in functional medicine lab testing and why I've made it my mission to share these labs with the world. Now at EquiLife, you can order an at-home lab test or lab bundle for you and your family and be able to complete it within the week. Plus, the EquiLife difference is that you're not left to try to read and figure out these labs on your own. We explain what your lab numbers mean, what they mean in the much bigger picture, and then how to go about rebalancing your body in order to heal. To see our full selection of lab tests or to set up a free lab selection call to find out what labs may be best for you, simply head on over to equa.life/labs. And do remember, we ship these all over the world. To find out more and to set up your free lab selection call, simply head on over to equa.life/labs. That's EQUI.LIFE/labs.